are remaining, that I will do it. Okay. So in today's session, we are going to take the new project. This is totally related to medicine area. Okay, medical sectors. Okay, how to predict different types of the diseases. Okay, so that is also possible using artificial intelligence system. Okay, so I have listed out some of the diseases, common diseases. Okay, generally we come across, we suffer from, out of which most, the first one is the cancer disease. Okay, so you guys are familiar with cancer disease, right? Participants.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes,
there
sir.
are two types of cancer.
Yes, sir.
There are
Yes,
two
sir.
types of cancer. We'll discuss about that one. Okay. So what generally what happens from the lab? Okay, from the lab we get the data set. Okay, and you can request the data set from the lab instructors, those who test for different types of the diseases. So we want the data in that format. Understood? So through the Kaggle, from the Kaggle, I have downloaded that data. Okay, and I have requested with my wife also to give the data related to cancer, since she is working in cancer area, cancer, she is handling cancer patients. So she started collecting the data. Let's see if I get the real-time data, and we're in fine. Okay. So we have the data, we'll try to use that data and we'll try to predict, okay, whether the patient is, which type of the cancer he is suffering from. Similarly, this is one common disease. Next we have diabetes, right? Yes or no, participant?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes, sir.
also very common
Yes,
disease.
sir.
Okay, this is also very common disease. Most of the nearly you take after 40, 55, 50, after 50. Okay, most of the people they suffer from the diabetes. Okay, even I have heard like the at the age of 20, 22, if they take a lot of stress because of the business, etc. Okay, even there is a chances of having the diabetes. Okay, so next we have liver. This is also widely what one of the common diseases generally we face, okay, in the real world. Now, as an AI specialist, data science specialist, our job is to find out, okay, what type of the patient, what type of, from which type of disease he is suffering from. Similarly, we have liver. Okay, so next we have heart disease. One more thing, very sudden death. Most of the deaths occurs because of the heart disease, right? Kidney we have. Okay, so next is, so this for these the diseases generally what I do, I try to use the normal computation powers. Okay, so I'll try to use Python 3. Okay, Python 3. Hold on, participants.
Okay, sir.
Hold on, participants.
Okay, sir.
How is it? Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So these diseases, what I will do, I'll try to use Navigator, Anaconda Navigator, okay, for the execution. So that means I have very small set of data, okay, around 1,000 records we have. Okay, so using that 1,000 records, we'll try to predict, okay, what type of the disease he is suffering from. But this too, you take malaria and pneumonia. Okay, so this is related to pictures, images we have. So when we say malaria, I think in malaria I have around 700 MB of data. Okay, and in pneumonia I have around 2.5 GB of data. Okay, so that, or to process the data to find out in this area. So what I will do, I'll try to use Keras, okay, or Keras systems. Keras, when we talk about Keras, definitely I need a GPU systems. Understood? So next, what I will do after designing, we'll do one thing. We'll try to design individual model for individual diseases. Okay, if you take cancer, what I will do, I'll try to design one individual model for cancer disease. Understood? And using HTML, what I will do, I'll try to deploy that one in the operational level. So whoever is visiting, okay, they have to share their data, the tested data, and that our model will predict, okay, what type of the cancer he is or she is suffering from. Hope you are clear. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You
Yes, sir.
can add other diseases also. I'll show you, okay, how to design this project from start to finish. These are the tools.
Okay.
Python 3.7 higher version I'm using. Flask, obviously. OpenCV I'm using. You are familiar with the Flask, OpenCV, Pandas, NumPy, as well as HTML and CSS. Correct? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
these are the platform I'm going to use. Let's start with the first one called cancer. Okay, so let's start with the cancer. So what I have done here is, what I have done, I'm using Anaconda Navigator. So already I have created one project file called 7 types of disease prediction. Okay, so under 7 types of disease prediction, I have downloaded my cancer data set as well as the diabetes data set. In today's session, we are going to discuss about this too. It's very simple, nothing, not much complicated. Okay, so let's try to have a look on the data first. Let's try to create the model for cancer patient, the cancer disease. Okay, so let me try to go to the data set here. Let's try to have to go to data set. So here I have the data set like, can you see this data set, participants? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
One second, one second. One second, it's taking time. One second, it's taking time. Can you see the data set? Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now
Now,
Excel sheet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
now
So
it is
have a
okay,
look
sir.
on this. This is the ID of the patient. Okay, these are the features I'm going to use. We need to clean this data. Okay, so this is the ID of the feature, I mean the data set, ID of the patient. So I'm going to drop this column. Next we have diagnosis. This is my target function, remember. Okay, there are 2 types of the cancer as well as cancer is concerned. There are 2 types of cancers. Okay, so one is called, what is that? Malignant. Okay, one is called malignant. Another one is called benign. Okay, so these 2 types of cancers are there. So what I have done here is, so I have divided this one in okay, M into B. M stands for malignant and B stands for benign. Okay, so this is going to be my target function. Okay, as far as my model is concerned. Understood? So I need to predict whether he is M or B, malignant or benign. Okay, he is suffering from. Next, these data you need not to worry about this. So even if you get a chance in the medical sectors, so you have to request the lab instructors, okay, or the people who are under testing, okay, to give the data in this format. Or if the data is in unstructured format, you have to bring that data in this format. Understood? So if we have radius mean, texture mean, okay, perimeter mean, area mean, okay, smoothness mean. Understood? So like compactness means, okay, if I request in future, if you are given the opportunity, you try to have some, okay, the uh, experts, okay, those who are already working in that area, so that means they will understand, okay, what type of data it is, and they will be knowing, okay, how to work on this different type of data, radius, SC, texture. Okay, so next, perimeters, area is, etc. So give me some time, I'll discuss with my uh, uh, friends, okay, those are working in medical sectors, and I'll try to explain each and every features how exactly this works here. Understood? So next is, so this is clean data, remember. Okay, so there are no empty cells, nothing. Since I have downloaded directly from the Kaggle, so I got a clean data set. But it's our duty to find out, okay, is there any missing values, or the data is balanced or imbalanced. Balance or imbalance means here number of B and M, which is nothing but my target function, it should be equally distributed. Let's say 60 to 40 means M 40 60, that is balanced data. So when you are using balanced data to design the model, understood, it will predict accurately. If the data is imbalanced, understood. So let's say malignant is having around 30% of the data set, 30% of the record. 70% you will be having the benign, understood. So in that case, what happened? There may be a possibility whenever you are designing the model using such type of a data. So what happens? The prediction, there may be a problem with the predictions. Maybe the patient is suffering from M, okay, and your model will predict as a B. Hope you are clear, participants. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
yes,
this
sir.
is the data. This is the data. Around 570 records I have. Understood. Now, as a data scientist, okay, machine learning expert, we need to design the model. You get this from the backend, or you get this data from the database system you take. Understood. So now, after that, our job starts. So what I have done, similarly, I have uploaded this. Okay, in my uh, Anaconda Navigator. Okay, I'm going to use Jupyter Notebook here. Okay, go to Jupyter Notebook. My data set is here. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Cancer.csv. Okay, so let's try to
Yes,
have a
yes, sir.
separate file for. Let's try to have a separate file for now to predict or to design cancer model. Okay, so what I will do, I'll go to new Python 3. If you are using Amazon SageMaker, you'll be having a lot of options there. Okay, and you execute. But I prefer always try to use more than, okay, the version should be more than 3 version. So since for this project, I think we need 3.7 version or higher. So half program I will write, half program you have to suggest me how to design. Fine?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
now I think now you are confident enough.
Okay,
You can. I feel like you can design now any model. Okay, so base models. 50% you can design the base model now, machine learning. So let me write here cancer prediction. Cancer prediction. Cancer prediction. Let me rename this 5. Okay. So first, tell me which are the libraries we require. So I'm going to use in this project. I'm going to use. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm going to use
Okay.
two algorithms. I'll tell you. Okay. I'll tell you straightforward. One is I'm going to use logistic regressor. Okay, logistic regression. Regressor I'm going to use here. One is I'm going to use XGBoost algorithm. Okay, XGBoost algorithm. So these are the two algorithms. Now, based upon the requirements I have, since I have the data set, now you tell me how to design the program. Okay, first libraries. Which are the libraries we require? Tell me. First,
Pandas.
Pandas.
Pandas. Okay.
Pandas.
Pandas as PD. See, I'm not going to write any program now. Okay, so you have to suggest me. Next,
NumPy.
NumPy as okay, NP. Okay, so next is we require how to. Okay, next is uh, we require the library. Okay, for logistic regression, right? First, we need the library for logistic regression. So for the logistic regression, what I will do, I will import the library from sklearn. Okay, sklearn dot. There is
Metric.
a library called linear. Okay, linear underscore model. Okay, linear underscore model. Import logistic regressor.
Linear regression.
Linear regressor is there. Now I'll use logistic regressor. Okay, linear also it's possible. I'll use logistic regressor.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, logistic regressor.
Okay.
Logistic, logistic, logistic regressor. Okay. So next is logistic regression. That is over. I'm going to use one more, which is that.
XGBoost.
Yeah, XGBoost. It is widely used algorithm. Okay, by the in most of the hackathon we use. I'll tell you okay how to run XGBoost. Right now, let's try to have the logistic regressor only. Now, if I want to import my model in the form of pickle. So pickle format I want. So if I want to import the in the pickle format. So what I will do, I'll try to import the library as pickle here. Okay. So next is similarly, since I'm using simple the simple what I can say. The data is not so the complicated, understood. So what I will do, I'll try to convert this entire the model into simple machine learning model. So to do that, there is a library called sklearn. Okay, sklearn dot externals. Okay, externals import joblib. Okay, suppose if you want to convert here, whatever the data what you have processed using the different the algorithm. So generally, what we do, you try to use this joblib library. Okay, hope you are cleared with this. Participants, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So hope you are cleared with this. Now, next, along with this one, I'll try to use one more algorithm called XGBoost algorithm. Hold on, it's processing now. Let this get processed first. It's taking time. Why it's taking so much of time? Hold on, participants.
Sir, job lib is for pickle file, no, sir?
No, ma'am. Job-lib is to convert your simple models. Let's say if you want to pickle for serialized model, understood? Job-lib, yeah. Even I got confused. Job-lib generally we used to convert your whatever the accuracy after calculating the accuracy. Suppose if you want to convert that data into model, we use job-lib. Clear? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we
Yes,
use
sir. Yes,
job-lib
sir.
system. So now next is, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my model as a serialized model. So to have serialized model, we use pickle here. Okay, I'll explain that one once. Okay, so once after pre-processing the data, I'm going to convert it into the complete model, cancer prediction model I'm going to have. Similarly, okay, so we need XGBoost also. We need to install this XGBoost. Okay, so to install this XGBoost, so what I will do first is sudo pip, sudo pip install XGBoost. XGBoost. Okay, so install this one. Pip is not installed. I think we need to have like this. So let's try to install this. Yeah, it started installing. One second. I'll try to install this algorithm, XGBoost algorithm. And the format, when you take the format, the method of execution of logistic replacer as well as the XGBoost almost same. So we can use both algorithm for binary data. Since we have m and b there, so you can replace that m with 0 and b with 1. Understood? So we are going to have target function as a binary data there. Understood? So after that, we can use both this logistic replacer as well as a XGBoost algorithm, okay, to find out or predict the binary data. But the method of tracing the data or execution of the data is bit different. Okay, in the case of logistic replacer as well as a XGBoost algorithm. In XGBoost algorithm, what happened? It try to construct the tree. Left node, okay, you will be having the root node. Next, you will be having the left node and the right node. Understood? And now next, it start predicting yes or no in terms of X or no. Understood? And in XGBoost, what happened? You first try to take or execute the nodes which is having some weak evidences. Hope you are understanding, participants. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which are having nodes which are having weak evidences. Okay, or say weak features. First, it try to process it. After processing, generally what happens that whatever the results we get, we try to give that result to the features which are having more evidences or strong evidences. Okay, that's the reason we say XGBoost, extremely the gradient boosting algorithm. That takes little time, okay, but it gives very high accuracy when it comes to binary data. In regression, what happened? Logistic regression, it is kind of a regressor. Okay, it tried to first whatever the data are there, no, it tried to convert into visual representation. So it tried to have the dots. Okay, so dot in the sense, it tried to create x-axis and y-axis. Understood? And it tried to have after converting into the data into after deploying the data into x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so you will be having the dots, which are nothing but the data set over there. Now next, whichever is having the nearest data set, okay, we try to form the clusters, okay, by the logistic regression, and which is having the highest number of data set, that will be considered as an, okay, so that cluster will be considered for the model design. Okay, so I don't know why it is taking a lot of time for the installation. Okay, so hold on. Maybe it takes time, no problem. Till then, what I will do, we'll try to execute our logistic regression. Okay, now, participants?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start.
Yes, sir.
Let's start working with the logistic regressor now. Okay, in logistic regression, what I will do, install XGBoost is there. That will take little time. Okay, so let's try to have one variable called log range. Okay, so logistic regression equals to, okay, logistic regression. I'm going to call that the logistic regression. Logistic regression. Let's have this as a method. Let's have this other method run this way. Hold on. Since it is an interpreter, I don't think so that it will execute till first it will execute this, then it will execute this one. Hold on, participants. I think we can end up this. Hold on. Execution. Let's try to pause this one. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me hold on. Let me stop this execution because kernel. Restart. Let me restart the kernel. Wait.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, do we need to have a high-end configuration, sir, for implementing these projects?
No, some algorithm required, ma'am. You take when you have the data as like image type of a data. Okay, so image type of a
Okay, sir.
data required high configure. So when you have the data like this, just know what I have represented.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
when you have such type of a data, then it's easy, sir. Easy, ma'am. So you can use this type of kernels. Okay, so here what I will do, straight away I'll try to import. Let's see whether it is possible to import XGBoost. Okay,
Okay, sir.
from I'll try to have from XGBoost, from XGBoost, import. Okay, I'll try to have classifier XGB classifier. Okay, classifier. All this classifier. Classifier. Next is enter it. Let's see. Hold on. So I don't want this cell. Try to delete this cell. It's still executing. Hold on.
Okay, sir.
Once all the libraries are uploaded, no, then it's very easy for us to execute the algorithm. Yeah, it got executed. Can you see this? Participants? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it got executed. That means I can use both the algorithms now. Logistic regressor. So I'll call that method. So that means my now algorithm is in this variable now. Okay, so next is it's time to load the CSV. No, can someone tell me how to load the CSV? Data equal to, let's try to have the variable name data pd dot read CSV. Read underscore CSV. Next is call the name of the CSV. So the name of the CSV name is cancer ID. Is cancer
Sir, yes, sir.
CSV. Correct? Okay, so next is enter this. Yeah, it got executed. Next is let's try to see okay how the data will look like. Data dot head method. So here, as far as data is concerned, have a look on this. Data look like this. Okay, I have diagnosis ID. I don't want ID. I want to drop this ID. Okay, because we don't want that diagnosis. First, I'll try to convert this one into Manignet and Benzene. Next, I'll try to have rest of the data. I think we don't have any problem here, right, participants? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You don't have
Hello.
any, yeah, you don't have any. Yes, you don't have any
Sir,
problem here. I think I'm named.
sir, I
Yes.
have one doubt, sir. Before I saw
Okay.
some of the rows containing 0 values, so that we need to
Where?
clear this
Which
in
one?
in not this, sir. Before you show that Excel sheet, na?
Which Excel sheet?
Ah,
Okay.
I saw
In
some
this.
rows
Okay.
containing that 0 values. So we need to clear that
Where? One second.
somewhere.
Where it is? Where is that? No. No zero values here.
No, sir. I
No,
saw
zero values
that.
are not there. The show me. No zero values here, but there is one column called unnamed. This one. I think you're talking about this unnamed. Okay. There is one last column is there unnamed. That's okay. Let me show you that. So this one, I think this one, there is one unnamed column. I'll show you in the pandas library that we need to remove. Fine.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll proceed then. Okay. Then. So next is. Yeah, have a look on this. So here, I just now I said unnamed 32 is there, no NaN values are there. We need to remove that. Next, some work here. Diagnosis work is required. ID is required. Okay, hope you are clear. First, let's try to drop this value, this column, unnamed 32. Okay, so to drop that one, I'll use data drop. Okay, data drop. Next, call that the name of the column. So to call the name of the column, so what I will do, I'll try to have it double quote. Just let me copy that. Okay, I'll copy this one because I don't want that one because there is nothing in that column. Okay, so 32 I'll have. Next is access equal to 0. That means access equal to entire column I want to drop. Access equal to columns. Okay, access is equal to columns. Next is access is equal to columns. Next we have in place. That means I don't want to return any value, so I'll try to have in place. In place equal to true. Next is okay, shift and enter it. So I hope now you can see that the data is without that unnamed column. Okay, data head. Once again. Can you see this? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So that is unnamed. Yeah. Unnamed column is got removed now. Understood? So in the same way, let's try to have the another one ID. I want to drop this ID. I don't want this ID. So to drop this one, what I have to do? Similarly, call this drop method. Now ID. Okay. So replace this one with ID. Replace that one with the ID, access, columns, and true. So okay, so that is also, I think now that is also dropped. Okay, so you can see here. So that means ID is not available now. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ID is not available. Okay, so now next is next. See, if you compare this data, okay, all is in the numerical format, right?
Yes, sir.
So no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But diagnosis.
Except diagnosis. Yes, diagnosis in okay. So other category. So all the data is in okay same format. So that means cleaning. We don't want much cleaning of the data here. Okay. So the only thing is we need to convert this M malignant and virgin to this format. We have to bring this in this format. So if you analyze the data, we have only two types of data right here. Yes or no, participants?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have two types of data. And what type of data it is? This is categorical type of data, no?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is categorical type of data, no? So that means when it comes to categorical data, we have two techniques, one hot encoding or label encoding, right? Either we can,
Yes, sir.
okay, I can go with the label encoding. Okay, I'll give you this one as an assignment. You do label encoding. I'll do one hot encoding technique. So that means I'm going to replace this M and B with the dummy values. Okay.
Yes.
So what I will do here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I will do. Let's try to have. Okay. I'll try to create one A variable. Weight PD. So I'll replace that one with the dummy values. So to replace that one with the dummy values, so what I will do, get dummy. There is a method called get dummies. Get dummies. Next, call that column name. So to call that column name, so since my data is stored in under data, okay. So next is call that column name. That is a diagnosis. All the diagnosis. Next, to paste it over here. Okay. So next is run this one. Okay, run this one. Hold on. Or run this. Okay, so now you can see a dot head equals to. So have a look. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
I have
sir,
given
yes,
the sequence.
Yes, sir.
For M, I have given 1, and B, I have given 0. Clear? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir, yes, sir. I can
For
see.
M, I have given. For M, I have given 1, and D, I have given 0 here. So similarly, we can do label encoding also. I think the label encoding is better than this get dummy values. Okay. So next is, okay, we need to combine this. We need to combine this now, these two columns in the store. Okay, which is in the store A and the data. So we need to perform some concatenation here. So what I will do, I'll try to create one variable called cancer. Cancer equals to PD dot concatenate, CONCAT, concat, okay, concat. Next, call those two columns. First column is data, first variable is data. Next, I'm going to combine that one with A. I'm going to combine with data, the data set. Okay, now next is access equal to, okay, access equals to columns. Access equal to columns. Next, to run this one. Run this. Got executed. So far, no errors. Next is, okay, what I have to do is, okay, so what I need to do is, so let me try to check now how the data look like. Cancer dot head. Next, enter it. Have a look on this. I have one diagnosis, right, participants? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I have
Yes,
combined
sir,
now.
yes, sir.
Data and A I have combined. So I have diagnosis, but I have the one hot encoding format of diagnosis now. Okay, somewhere here. You can check here. Have a look on this. So this is the one hot encoding of diagnosis. Now, okay, so do we require this diagnosis now? Hello, participants. Do
Yes,
we
sir,
require?
yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir, no, sir.
We don't want that.
Yes, sir. You
Understood.
can drop
So
that.
we don't want
Yes,
that one.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so better to drop it.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so here what I will do, I'll try to drop this one. So to drop, I'll use cancer. Okay, cancer dot drop method.
Drop.
Yeah, cancer dot drop method. Next is call that column name, that is diagnosis. Okay, diagnosis. Call that one diagnosis. Okay, so I'll call this diagnosis. Next is after that. Once again, participants. Diagnosis. Now next is obviously we need to drop the column. No? So x is equal to columns. Okay, x is equal to columns. It should be in double quotes. X is equal to columns. Next is in place equal to true. Place equals to true. That means I'm not going to return any value here. Understood. Now next is shift and enter. It got dropped now. Let's see cancer dot head. So next is enter it. So that means diagnosis is not there. That means I got dropped. Now I have the okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this values. I have this values. Okay. So next we need to change this B and M. Okay. So I have to name this one with the B. I have to name with Benning, and M I have to name with the malignant. Or let's say M I have to name with the malignant, etc. So what I will do, let's try to rename it. Okay, so let's try to rename the column here. So to rename the column, what I will do, I'll call again cancer. Cancer dot, there is a method called rename. Rename it. Okay, column name, give the column name. So the column name is, 1 second participants, columns. Okay, columns equals to, I'll try to have equals to, okay, m, the previous value it is. Okay, so it is kind of a label, no? So label means we have to use this. Okay, flower bed. It's called m. Next, replace that m with malignant. Okay, malignant. This is a type of the cancer type of cancer. Malignant. Okay, or benign. Banning. Okay, banning shall have. Next is access equal to bannings. Once again, participants. Yeah, and so that means I'm not going to return any value here. So obviously, in place equals, it should be in place equals to true. Okay, next is I should close this, correct? Next is, yeah, let me try to run this one. Let's see whether it's possible to execute. Yeah, it got executed. Let's see. Okay, so that means I have renamed now m value. Let's see cancer dot head. Cancer dot head. So let's see how the data look like. So to check the data, just see here. So yes, can you see this last, which is nothing
Yes,
but my
sir.
target
Yes,
function?
sir.
Last, nothing but my
Yes,
last
sir.
target function. I have replaced that one with this malignant and Benjamin. Also, almost my data is clear now. Okay, but I have some doubt with this data. Okay, hold on. But B data. Okay, so let's try to have a look on this. I think we need to drop even this also. It's because I have to say, have a look. Malignant, this is my target function. Understood? So this is, I think we don't want this data, B data. We need to remove this. Okay. So since this is going to be my target function, this is a vice versa. Have a look on this. 1 means yes, cancer is there. 0 means participants. 0 means no cancer.
It's not.
No cancer.
No,
No
sorry.
cancer.
No cancel.
No. Sorry.
No,
1
sir.
means
There are two types.
yeah. Two
The
types
one
of
means
diseases are there.
malignant. Zero means
Okay, banning. Understood. So we need, this is the vice versa, opposite of that one. 1 means this is 0. That means the other option. I think it's better to drop even the B column. Correct?
yes, sir.
Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
try to
Yes, sir.
drop that. Let's try to drop that value. So to drop that value, what I will do, I'll just let me try to copy the same column. Okay, instead of typing again and again. So paste it over here. Next is just replace this one with B. I don't want that B value. Replace this one with B. Drop B. Next, shift and enter it. Okay, let's see how the data look like. So if the data is clean, then we can go for to run that algorithm. Okay, shift and enter it. So hope you can see now. I think that column got dropped. Yes, can you see this? This column is not there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my data is almost clean. Clean data I have. Now it's time to run the algorithm. But before running the algorithm, we need to split the data, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We need to split the data. So what I will do to split the data, okay, I'll try to use another technique instead of using split data technique. So what I will do, what is my target function here? This is the target function. No?
Malignant or
Yes, sir.
This is
Diagnosis.
the target function, right? Yeah, target function is this one. So what I will do, I'll try to store directly. I'll call that malignant column. Okay, and try to store in y value. So what I will do, let's try to have y. Okay, y is equal to cancer. That is nothing but the exact data where it is stored. Okay, cancer. Next is I'll try to create an array. Okay, and call that. I'm going to consider only that column. Okay, and I'm going to store where under y. Okay, so let me copy that. Copy this and paste it over there. Paste it here. Okay, paste it over here. Next is run this one. So if you see now, y will be having only that column, y dot head. Y dot head. Let's try to run this. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Malignant. So that means
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Yes,
going to
sir.
be my, this is going to be my the target function. Now, how to fetch X data? Can someone tell me how we can fetch X data?
X is
X.
equal.
You drop malignant now. You drop malignant. Rest of the things are
Yes,
X
sir.
data, no? Nothing but the features. Hope you are
Yes, sir.
understanding.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what I will do, same thing. I'll use cancer.
Cancer
X is equal
dot
to X is equal to
X.
cancer. Okay, cancer dot drop. Which column I have to drop? That column. Malignant column I have to drop. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah. So let's try to call that value. Column name. Copy that column name. Okay. Next is paste it over here. Okay, paste it over here. Next, x is equal to column. So that means I'm going to drop the entire column now. X is equals to column. X is equal to columns. Next is, okay, next is run this. Got executed. Let's try to see x dot head. Yes. Have a look on the data. So that means I have divided the entire data now. Okay, so here last column should not be there. Yes, last column is not there. That means this is going to be my all the features, and that is going to be my target function x and y value. Okay, so print of, since it is in the data format, since data frame, since we are using PD data frame, we need to convert that one into array format first. Okay, so let me try to print this. Let's try to check the shapes now. Okay, shapes in the sense how many features are available. So to check the features, what I can do, x dot shape. Call this x dot shape. Okay, so next enter. X dot, yeah, x dot, it should be 1, I guess. One second. It is in data frame, so it's x dot shape, okay, and array 1. Let's try to print this one. 30 are there, 30 features are there. Can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes,
so
sir.
total 30 features are there in this data set. Okay, so using this 30 features, we need to run. Okay, so let's try to convert this one into array. So to convert this one into array, what I can do, x is equal to np dot np numpy array, call array of x. This will get converted into array. In the same way, y equals to np dot array y. Next is shift and enter. Yeah, it got executed. Now it's time to call. Okay, let's try to execute first logistic regressor. Let's try to execute the logistic regressor now first. Where is that logistic regressor? I think I have saved the logistic regressor using one variable, I guess. Let me check that one. Yeah, log register. Okay, so let's try to
Not registered.
yeah, log register. So let's try to have log register now. Log register. Let me first try to fit whether this data fits. Okay, to my logistic regressor or not. Okay, so to fit the data, so call that a logistic regressor. Okay, logistic regressor dot. There is a method called fit. Okay, so call fit, and you pass your records first, x comma y. Okay, so x comma y are having my feature value as well as the target functions. Okay, so there is a method called reshape. Okay, so you can use reshape to check that whether the data fits really or not. Okay, so the next is let's have the participant. This is the format actually that we used to check whether it fits or not. Yeah, it got, there is some warning messages, but my data fits with the logistic regressor. Can you see this one, participants? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so that means data fits here, but
Yes,
still
sir.
there are certain warnings. There are certain warnings. Maybe some more cleaning of the data is required. Understood? That's the reason we are getting a warning. But logistic regressor fits with my data. My data fits with logistic regressor. Understood? Now it's time to run. Let's see. Let's try to predict. Okay, how much accuracy it is going to give us. Okay, to predict the accuracy, what I will do, I'll try to have X train, Y train. Okay, so same formula I'll try to use. Once again. Once again, participants. Yes. Once again, participants.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Let's try to have. Okay. Let's try to split the data. So to split the data, so what I will do, let me check first how much accuracy we are getting. From sklearn, sklearn, dot model, underscore selection, import, train test split, test underscore split. Okay. Enter it. Got executed. Let's try to divide this. X to test to next term. X train.
Train.
Next term. Y test.
Y
Y
train.
By
Train.
train.
yeah, equals to train underscore test underscore split. Split. Next call your data X comma Y. Okay, test size you give how much size? Okay, test size testing data. Let's see equals to 0.2. Let's have 20. 25 I'll have. Okay, 25% for testing and rest of the things I'll keep for training. Random state. Random underscore state. If you want, you use it. Okay, 42 I'll have. And the next is enter this. Not executed. Now next is let's try to predict this. Already since I have stored my logistic regressor using log-reg. Okay, logistic regressor. Next is okay, let's try to see whether it fits the fits for the algorithm or not. Okay, so next is I think call that log-reg register. Okay, logistic regressor fit. Okay, call your X underscore train. Similarly, Y underscore train. So give both the values. Next is correct. Yeah, it fits. Data fits. There is no problem here. Data fits here, but there are certain warnings. Okay, now next it's time for prediction. So I'll try to have Y of prediction, Y predict. Okay, so next you call that log-reg participants. Logistic regressor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, predict. Predict is a method. Next you pass your X test data. X test data. Same thing we did in the previous projects. Okay, so next is Y. Okay, enter it. It got executed. Now next, if you want to check the score, so what you can do is call that log regressor. Okay, log is regressor score. There is a method called score. Okay, score. Next is all your X training data. X train. Okay, comma Y train data. Okay, Y train data. Next is Y train data. In the same way, we need to do it for test data also. This is for Can you see this one? It gives 99.30. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
means since data is clean, okay, I'm getting around 99% accuracy. Okay, it's giving 99% accuracy, but that is training data. 99% accuracy of the training data. Let's see how much test data will give.
Okay, sir.
Log register dot score X testing underscore test comma Y underscore test. Try to run this. It's giving around 92.48 participants. Okay, so that means more than 90.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
More than 90% is there. I think we can get we can expect better the model from this. Okay. Next is yeah. We can expect better model from this once again. Now it's time to save in the model. Okay, save. It's time to save the model. Okay, already I have pickle, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
already I
Yes, sir.
have the pickle. Pickle already I have imported. So what I will do, I'll try to have the file name be, say, cancer file. Okay, cancer model. I'll try to have cancer underscore model. Don't get confused. Okay, cancer underscore model. Open. Since already I have installed pickle now. So let's try to
Yes,
give the
sir.
name of the model now. Let's say the
Okay.
model name be cancer model. Cancer model dot pickle. Okay, PKL. And okay, so give while opening the file, you should open the pickle model using write byte. This is WB means write byte. When you are using the pickle model, you should call the pickle model is in RB. RB is nothing but a read byte. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
next is uh, run this one. Let me see whether it execute. Yeah, it got executed. Okay. Now next, let's try to dump some information for this one. So pickle dot dump pickle dot dump uh, pickle dot dump. Next, okay, so where is my regressor is? Regressor I have stored where? In log register, log reg. Understood. Now next is cancer model. So that is nothing but my file name, cancer underscore model.
Model.
Okay, so run that one. Yeah, cancer underscore model. Then next to run this one. So yeah, now model. Let's try to open the model and let's see. Okay, how it works, how much accuracy it gives for my prediction. Okay,
Okay,
so to
sir.
do that, what I will do, I'll create one variable called model. Okay, model. Since my model is ready now, what is the model name now, participants? Hello,
Cancer. Cancer.
cancer model.
Answer.
Cancer model pickle.
Yeah.
Understood. So model equals to. Let's try to open this model. While opening the model, you should open the model in RB. Okay, RB is nothing but read bytes. Call this model name. Okay, call this model name. Call the model name. Next, open under open. Okay, so paste it over here. Paste it over here. Next, open this file in terms of RB. RB stands for read bytes.
Read byte.
Okay, so next, forest. Let's say what is it? Logistic regressor. Logistic wriggle, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
equals to call pickle. If you want to run the model, call pickle dot load. Okay, dot load. Next, call that model. So model, next run it. Run out of the input.
So we are getting
It should
error.
be okay. Fine, fine, sir. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
Run this one. Got executed. Now you run. Run. Logistic regressor. I'll try to have logistic regressor. Right? So next is run this. Load model.
Sir, LOGREG. Sir, there is no I in between R and G, sir.
Where?
Sir,
LOG.
REG.
Logi register. I have given the name here.
Um,
1 second. It's a new name I have given.
oh,
Variable I
okay,
have
okay, sir.
called here.
No name.
1 second. One
Okay,
second.
sir.
1 second, participants.
Okay, sir.
We are committing some mistake. Pickle dot load model. Next type we have forest, logistic, log rate. Let's write for log rate. Ran out of the input.
Yeah, so again we are getting
What
error.
input it is asking? Forest picker dot load order. Forest, let's say forest. Should be load, it's not loading the model. Somewhere there is something wrong here. Cancer dot model. It should be cancer dot model. Cancer underscore model. People dot load model. Enter it. Yeah, it should be this one, participants. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means I'm opening with this one. Okay. Cancer dot model. Okay, so next is Y prediction. Let's try to predict. After that, we'll try to convert this one into uh, model to deploy in operational level. Y
Okay,
prediction
sir.
equals to cancer underscore model, cancer underscore model, uh, cancer underscore model. There is a method called predict. Okay, there is a method called predict x of test. Now you give testing value x of test. Okay, x of test. Let's say run this one. Got executed. Now, if you want to check the matrix, we have to install one more library here. Which is that library? Can someone tell me, please? If I want to check the matrix value.
Ma-
If I want to check the matrix value, there is one library. Uh, let's see, matrix. I'll run this one. Matrix dot R2 score. Let's try to have R2 score. R2 score. R2 score. Next, you give your Y of testing value. Okay, Y of test. Next, you call that Y of prediction. Y of predictions. Let me run this. Yeah, we need a library here. Okay, so scalar matrix size, I think. One second, participants. Let me find out that. Uh, where is that library? One second. Scalar. Second. Parameters. R2 score. If I want to check the R2 score, we need one. Code. There is one. One second.
Yes, sir.
Matrix. There is a library. Okay, matrix or something. I'm not getting it. If you want to check that, we have to matrix. Where is that matrix? Matrix. One second, please.
Okay, sir.
Matrix something is there. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix library. Not getting it. Scalar. Scalar. Matrix. Code from scalar. Sorry. Scalar. Scalar dot matrix. scalar dot matrix import R2 score. R2 underscore score. Let's see. R2 score. R2 score. Matrix dot R2 score and predict. Matrix is not defined. Matrix. It should be.
Yes, sir.
Spelling
Yes, sir.
mistakes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Matrix. Run this one. There's something wrong here. Matrix is not
Maybe
defined.
yes, sir.
There's
Matrix.
something wrong. 1 second.
Maybe it should be matrix.
Sir, last project we also got the same error, sir.
No.
Yeah, matrix.
Same error, no? 1 second.
Okay, sir.
1 second. Easy for you to understand rest of the programs. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
Because same procedure we follow there also. From sklearn, one second. Need here references. Matrix and scoring quantity. Scalar, yes. 1 second, 1 second, please.
Okay, sir.
It's the scalar matrix. 1 second. Should be it should be like this. Yeah, a scalar from a scalar matrix, correct. Next is import. Here I have committed mistake. It should be R2 score, it should be accuracy score. Accuracy score. Accuracy score. Now run this one. Executed. Now let's try to execute this. There's something wrong here. Matrix is prediction. Yes, what I will do here is, so I'll have one new variable. Should not be new variable. It should be by prediction. No participants. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what I will do, I'll try to have accuracy. My God, you're short. Accuracy. Accuracy equal to, call that method, accuracy score. Accuracy score. And my white data is, first is you pass your white test data. Next is my X test data is stored somewhere here, I guess. This one. Okay, so pass this one, Y prediction. Copy this and paste it over here. I paste it over here. Next, run this one. Fine, execute it. Now, if you want to check accuracy, just call accuracy here. Accuracy, run it. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a look.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means
Yes,
this
sir. It's
model is
90%.
giving how much?
92%.
92% it gives.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It gives around 93%, 92.48,
92.48.
92.5%. Yeah. It gives that much of amount of the accuracy. That means I think we can deploy this the model, okay, in operational level. Understood? On here, this dump is there, no dump method somewhere. Dump I have used. The moment when you use this dump method, it will try to convert your the data logistic regressor. Using logistic regressor, it try to build the model, and the model name is what here? Cancer model dot pickle.
Cancer model.
Cancer
dot-
underscore
Hope you are
model.
clear. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No.
Cancer model dot pickle.
model dot can.
Pickle.
Yes. Okay. Cancer model dot pickle. So you can see that.
Sir, what happened, sir?
Nothing. Nothing, Zania. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
here what happened? So that model you can see here. Have a look on this. Can you see the model?
Yes, sir.
This is my project file, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is my project file and this is my model. This is my project file and this is my model. That means cancer model.pickle is ready now. We need to deploy this. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So similarly, we can do it using XGBoost. Okay. So can you execute XGBoost? Hello.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
try
Yes, sir.
XGBoost. So 1 second. Okay. I'll save this one. I'll share this one. Okay. I'll share this one in WhatsApp immediately after winding up the session. Next,
Sir.
let's try to have the another disease. Okay. Yes. Yes. Tell me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Any doubt? Yeah. Tell me.
No. No, sir. Sir, in XGBoost,
Let me.
sir, in XGBoost, we need to follow the same steps.
Exactly. We need to follow the same steps. Wherever logistic regressor is there, you call XGBoost.
Okay, sir.
Fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you want me to execute that? You
Yeah.
want me to execute?
Yeah. No, sir. We will try.
Okay, then. Let's try to execute using. You try. Okay, you try. If you are finding any difficulty,
Okay, sir. We will try, sir.
then please let me know. Okay. Wherever, see, classifier.
Okay, sir.
You do one thing here. I'm calling XGBoost import. Okay, XGB classifier. Okay, so instead of calling here, have a look on this. Since my data is clean now, okay, split the data using that sklearn split function. One second. What you have to do is, so the data is completely clean here. So here, from here, so here already I have divided this one. Understood? But you need to take the variable XGBoost classifier. You need to take in variable. So here somewhere, 1 second. 1 second. I think here. Data drop. Here, have a look on this. So logistic regressor is there, no? Similarly, you take XGBoost. Don't give XGBoost. Have the short form of the variable. Next, call that XGBoost classifier. Let's say X, you give XP. XPG you give. XPG equals to,
Sir,
XGBoost
XBG or
classifier. Call that
XGB?
classifier. XGB.
Okay,
You
okay.
take any variable, but make sure that you understand. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So call that the XGB classifier. Have the function here. Rest of the things are same since we have divided here. Have a look. So we have divided the entire data set training that I already done here. Okay. So next what you need to do is, so you have to separate it like this. So wherever log register is there, no? Log register you replace with XGBoost algorithm.
XGB. Yeah.
Here also
XGB.
XGB. Okay. Replace with XGB and please let me know how much accuracy you are getting. If you
Okay, sir.
are getting more than 92%, instead of using that model, just now what we have designed using logistic regressor, we will use that model for the deployment. Fine?
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you please share?
Okay.
Sir, can you please share this code?
Immediately. One second. Immediately I'll share this one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, sir. Sir, that data sheet also.
Data sheet also I'll share. Right now I'll share. Okay.
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay. Shall we wind up?